people who needed the income wouldn't get the full benefit of all the job potential that was in Dhaka and the other urban areas. So when bKash was founded, it was really to solve a very basic problem. But now bKash is a very successful business. bKash has 30 million users now, and 8% of the GDP of Bangladesh goes through bKash transactions every single year, in more than 80 million transactions. So again, you can see that the profit motive looked at a problem and turned that problem into an opportunity. And that's what I would encourage you to all think about when you're thinking about how to solve the problems that you see around the country. We need to use the forces of the market, of the public, of the private sector, with like pricing, competition, how do you assess risk, and to build more sustainable and innovative products to solve all of the problems we see around us. Because we see so much potential from profits and business to solve these problems, I want to urge all of you in your plans for your future to think about how you might become part of business and finance. Now, sometimes these words sound a little bit intimidating, but this is not an intimidating field. I just gave you some examples of how people saw a key problem and they made a product that made a profitable business from that problem. And that's really all that business is about. And I'm really happy that today we're going to be announcing an opportunity for two of you to come work with the International Finance Corporation during the summertime as interns, because we want to gain more ideas from the youth. We want to be finding the solutions for the future of Bangladesh. So, thanks. We'll be announcing that, I think, at the end of the session, but I'm really excited that we're going to have the opportunity for two of you to come give us some new ideas of how to make profit solve problems. And so I talked a little bit about how it might be intimidating if you don't know much about business and finance to think about a career there. And I'd like to share a little bit of my own story. So my family is a military family. Any military brats in here? No? No? Come on, a few. Right, I'm sure we can't have no military children in this room. So my family is an Air Force family, very important in the United States. You're either an Air Force or your Navy or your Army. So I didn't have anyone in my family who worked in business or finance. When I started thinking about a career in business, I didn't have any examples close to me. And I also went to a college in the United States that has a very strong focus on social justice and community service, a very liberal place. When I told some of my professors I was thinking about going to get my MBA, they gave me a very odd look, like maybe I was joining the dark side. But I didn't join the dark side. I was lucky enough to find people in the private sector that are focused on solving key development problems, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'd really emphasize that you should think about business and finance as a way to solve the problems that we see in the world. And I also like to speak a little bit about how we can ensure that those who are solving those problems in leadership and decision-making fully represent all of our society. That means men, women in the room. I personally am fortunate to be in a position of some authority in an international organization that believes strongly in women having a significant portion of our senior management and leadership. But I am still frequently, very frequently, the only woman in the room. And I am very frequently the only female voice on a podium. This must change. And we cannot solve all the problems of a full population when only half of that population is in the room making decisions. For all of the women here, for all the women listening today, I'd like to emphasize that you should not be afraid to be the only one. Because soon you won't be the only one. There will be many more as long as you hold the door open for those who are coming behind you. Second, I would like to emphasize to women particularly that you should look for role models. We have wonderful role models in Bangladesh. First of all, our Honorable Prime Minister as a major woman, and take inspiration from them. But don't be afraid to ask for help from more mundane sources, those you work with, men and women. Learning from everyone and being ready to learn is very important to getting ahead. Most important, I would say, women, you should also know your stuff. Know your technical area. Be the best subject matter so that what you have to say is more important even than who you are. And for the men in this room and listening on Facebook, I also would urge you to think about your role in equality. And every team benefits from having an equal voice from men and women and others. We recently did a study in the International Finance Corporation, yes, for Women's Day, that focused on private equity firms. The findings of that study, private equity firms, are more than 30% of the decision-making and investment decisions were made by women leaders, more than 30%. So it's not one, it's not two. It's more than 30, so around half, right? Of those firms had more like half the women in leadership, they had 20% higher internal rates of return, 20% higher profits from diverse decision-making in investment decisions. Now that's a big plus. So we can see that gender balance helps profits. And as we've highlighted, profits help us solve problems. I'd like to highlight, there's a lot of men in this room, so I want to speak to you guys too. And I think there's quite a few things that we can ask of our male colleagues and teammates in this effort. I mean, first of all, if and when you are in positions of authority, you should make sure that there's equal opportunity and equal outcomes that are fair to everyone's needs in a team. So you need those voices in the room, and so you need to change the room sometimes to make sure all the voices are heard. There's one thing I would suggest to many men that's very practical. You might even be able to use it in the next day or two of your life. Women's ideas in professional discussions are often sidelined, dismissed, maybe even stolen by someone else. And men can do something about this. First of all, listen carefully. When your female colleagues are making a suggestion, listen up and pay attention to what happens to their ideas. And if they're not being listened to, maybe highlight and give credit to their voice. For instance, you can say, you know, Amreen mentioned earlier we should look at other budget sources. Maybe we should go back to her idea. Give credit where credit is due. I stole this one from the women who worked in the Obama White House, and the technique is called to amplify. Amplify your female colleague's voice. Help them speak louder. So this is a practical thing that everyone can do in your own work, in your own teams every single day. And I think it's very important that we ask you as young leaders to start to take more of a stance when it comes to equality in our decision-making and leadership. I hope today I've given you some new ideas about how profits, business, finance can help us solve the core problems that we see in Bangladesh, and how each of you can ensure we have gender equality in those decision-making. Now I feel like the question is on you. So what's the problem that you're trying to work to solve? What's the story you're going to tell yourself about your role in solving that problem? And what's the story you'd like to tell in the future about what you did to solve that problem? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wendy Werner, for your powerful words, powerful advices, and significant voice. Aren't we happy listening to what she said? Let's give a shout out to Miss Wendy Warner. Thank you so much. So I'd like to give you a note that after all our three speakers are done with their speeches, their valuable speeches, you are going to get the opportunity, you are going to get the call to make question and answer. So yes, note down if any question you have towards our speakers. Now I'd like to call upon the podium Mr. Tanzim Chaudhary, Director, East Coast Group and Head of Corporate Planning and Business Development of Omera. Let's give a big hand to Mr. Tanzim Chaudhary.
Minutes. Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to you all. My name is Tanzim Chaudhary. I am a director of East Coast Group. We're an oil and gas focused company. I'm also heading the corporate planning and business development of Omera Petroleum Limited. And it's great to be here in front of you all. I want to thank Volunteers for Bangladesh and Jago for arranging this event. And also shout out to Korvi Bhai to play a key role in this event. I also want to mention Miss Wendy. That was a great session, and you were in charge of Bhutan and Nepal and Bangladesh, and it's amazing how a person can do so much things, and every time she's in front of us, the room is filled with laughter and light. So it's good to be here. Also, Mishal Bhai, I know him as one of the best restaurateurs in Dhaka, and also he's doing a lot of exciting new things. I'm a new face here. I haven't spoken in these kinds of events before, so I'll just speak a bit about myself. Then I go into our company and what we're doing to promote clean energy and how the youth can be a part of this clean energy movement as well. I studied in Scholastica School in Dhaka. I was the worst student of my class, and I finished my A-levels in 2009, and I wanted to go into Stony Brook University. It's based in US. And I just applied to one university. When I graduated high school, my university did not accept me. So that was a bad luck as well. I thought the only way I could get in is send emails. And then I sent emails, and I used to get automated response that I don't meet the thresholds. So I actually went to US myself with a very optimistic objective to convince my admissions to take me in. And I had to skip one semester, and then I got into Stony Brook thanks to my admissions. And they gave me certain thresholds that I have to maintain some form of GPA, and I wasn't allowed to have a major. So fast forward 4 years, I graduated in finance and computer science, and I was valedictorian of my class. So a guy who had to, thank you, a guy who had to convince the admissions to get into a university graduates as valedictorian of a class. And furthermore, this is a photo of my university chair and my honors director visiting me in Dhaka. This was last year. I think it's a proud moment of my life. So I'm sharing, thank you. So as I'm a new face, I'm sharing all these things to give you more reasons to listen to me and not go to sleep as I speak for the next, I think we have 7 minutes. I'm going to try to keep it small. So that's enough about me. And if you want to see my valedictory speech, my YouTube is CH space Tanzim. I have a lot of videos there. I try to vlog sometimes. So my family business is East Coast Group. It's an oil and gas focused group. And my uncle, my dad, they started the business in the late 70s. And back then, you know, Bangladesh just said independence, and most of the businessmen were started with trading. And even if you look at all the big business houses in Bangladesh today, all of them started with a trading background. Most of them started with a trading background. They used to trade products, they used to supply stuff to the government, all those things. That was, so from 80s to 90s, it was mostly trading by Bangladesh businessmen. From the 90s to the 2000s, they raised enough capital and they went into manufacturing. I'm talking about the whole industry, not our company, just as a private sector of Bangladesh. And from 2000s, you know, it just started going like this. We're doing great in technology, RMG, all those things. So I came back to Bangladesh in 2013, and something I already faced is our business was a fossil fuel focused group, and they were trying to move into cleaner energy. So fossil fuel is oil and gas and, you know, whatnot, things that cause pollution. And clean energy is LPG, solar, clean cook stoves, biomass, all these things. So from 2013 to 2015, we set up one of the largest LPG infrastructures in Bangladesh, and that started our transition to clean energy. And one of my objectives as a young person or a young businessman is to completely move away our business from these traditional fossil fuels and into clean energy. I don't know which one's faster. Yeah. Can we use the, where's the technical support? Can we use the PowerPoint here instead of the PDF? Just put on the PowerPoint. So we are working with LPG cylinders. We are also in solar and cook stoves. I just want to speak with photos, so it's more illustrative to all of you. PowerPoint to dekhen. It's not here?
Just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, just, I have the flash drive. I have the flash drive. Technical glitches don't take time, right? I mean, it just, okay, I'll continue. So, we have been doing fairly well in most of our businesses. LPG is household gas or cylinder gas. And we have one of the highest market shares in Bangladesh. In solar, we are manufacturing solar panels. We are not marketing them. We are manufacturing it for power plants and big solar, yeah, fix it. Big solar projects. We also manufacture our own cylinders. Yeah, much better. My photo keeps coming again and again. Yeah. So when I came back to Bangladesh, this is the most of our businesses. We named it after Omera. Omera means beautiful in Arabic. I don't know which Arabic. I think it's traditional Arabic. So we are doing LPG. We are in cylinders, gas one. We have solar. We have gas stoves, home appliance. So we are across the whole sphere trying to promote clean energy. We are also going into LNG soon, which Ms. Wendy was talking about. And we also got the Best Energy Company in Bangladesh award from Honorable Prime Minister. So it's 2 times in a row. Best Employer. And this is my team. So we have a young and vibrant team. It's fun to go into office every day. I'm wearing a suit today. In office, we don't usually wear this type of outfit. We just wear whatever is comfortable. We do lots of activities together. So this is our LPG cylinders. I think you've seen it in the market. I think this photo looks like transformers. And these are some of our trucks that carry the gas. The best photo got, okay, this is our ships. I don't know what happened. It was the best photo, but it got bombed. Yeah. Okay, so these are our ships. We have 3 ships carrying gas all around Bangladesh. So it's very interesting. These are some of our plants. This is our cylinder factory. This is a very nice photo someone took, a guy carrying gas. So the people in rural areas, they used to use wood and kerosene to cook. And cooking with wood is very bad for the lungs. So we are trying to promote these gas in all the rural areas. So it's actually helping rural health and also trying to reduce deforestation. These are some other silos we have, business silos. I'm just going to go into the interesting part. I think, how much time do I have? 2 minutes. Okay, so these are our cylinder factory and these are our gas stoves. So historically in Bangladesh, we have been one of the largest business groups, and by revenue and all the business we are doing right now, these are doing fantastic, alhamdulillah. But there are 3 or 4 certain things that I feel that make our business more successful than others, because end of the day, it's not about money. Or whatever you do, end of the day, it's not about your income. It's about what changes you're making to the society. I have Miss Wendy's photo here. We had financing from World Bank. I think this was one of our greatest achievements. From IFC. From IFC, it was done last year. And in private sector, I think from financial institutions, we had the most confidence from IFC. This is another project that I spearheaded myself. It's just south of here, the Rohingya refugee camps. We got awarded to supply 200,000 stoves and gas for 2 years to UNHCR. So when this Rohingya influx happened, there was a lot of deforestation. People were cutting off hills and whatnot and using wood. So 200,000 households were supplying gas. We're enlisted with UN. This is actually the UN website. So our stoves are in the UN website, the front page. So these are some photos of our distribution in the Rohingya camps. These are not CSR, this is business. So we're supplying to the UNHCR, and they're supplying it to the Rohingyas. So it's funded. This is one of the camps where we provide training for using our stoves and our LPGs. And these are some other stuff we have. So I think that's enough about the presentations. I just take a minute to talk about some things about youth and oil and gas, since I don't know if I will get a chance again. I hope I will. The first thing is I want to raise awareness among you all about fossil fuels and oil and gas. You see, if I ask you guys how do you use Uber or how do you use the Pathao app, you're going to tell me what do you need to use the Uber app. You're going to say you need a phone, and you're going to say you need the software, you need data, all those things. And then I ask, what else do you need? You'll say you'll need a charger. What else do you need? You need electricity. But how many of us know where the electricity is coming from? The electricity that we use on a mass scale is still coming from fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, oil and gas, they still form the backbone of our society, our productivity, our industry, and everything we're seeing today. This room is lit up today because of fossil fuels. I'm not trying to promote fossil fuels. It's great for human beings. At the same time, it's one of our biggest enemies because they lead to a lot of pollution and whatnot. But it's good to understand that what will happen to the world if fossil fuels ran out today. I don't think human beings or the whole world has a single dependable energy as alternative to fossil fuels on a mass scale. So I take this opportunity to tell you to learn more about fossil fuels and how they work in the world and their role in our life. We have had a lot of disruptions in technology. You know, there's Facebook, there's all those apps, new apps. There's disruptive businesses like Tesla, Lyft, Uber, and even the appliances we use, the laptops I'm using right now, they use the least amount of electricity. The phones that we use charge in less than 1 hour, you get a full charge. Till date, we have had no big disruption in fossil fuels. We're still a society based on fossil fuels. And if you want to learn more about fossil fuels and how, if you are from a science background or if you want to work in a group, I've been to many universities. I've been to Joshua University of Science and Technology. I think we have some students here I just met, yeah. And I've been to BUET. So these guys, they work together to find new alternative forms. Of course, these are not dependable on a mass scale, but it only shows that our generation is working on it. And I urge you all to spend some more time on learning about oil and gas and spending more time on it. And you know, innovation in energy does not have to be done by billion-dollar companies. Even some days back, I saw in the news that a guy made light bulbs out of water bottles somewhere in Dhaka. So the sunlight goes into the water bottle, it's filled with water, and the whole room lights up. So innovation in energy does not have to be billion-dollar funded, million-dollar funded. It can be done by everybody. So use the least amount of energy, oil and gas, learn more about it. Obviously, you know, I'm a youth myself. I think I still represent the youth diaspora. And we want to do everything in life. Right now, you want to do everything, and you want to study, you want to be the best student, you want to be the hottest guy in class, or you want to be the nicest lady in class, you want to be the most fashionable person, but we need to learn how to prioritize. Prioritize means, so yesterday night I planned to go to the gym, I planned to spend some time shopping in the market and then have dinner with Jago. But then I prioritized that I would only get one chance to speak to you all. So I said no, to hell with all those things, I would just sit down and make my speech. So you should learn to prioritize on what's important to you. As a businessman, it's my duty to spend 80% of my time on 80% of the business that generates 80% of my revenue. And it goes to the same to our lives as well. Spend time on things that matter to you. You don't have to be part of unnecessary conversations, chit-chat all the time. It's good to have fun, but always try to prioritize, because our day is very short. We just think properly for like 6 to 8 hours. Rest is off time. I think I've made a fair success in our business, and I just wanted to share 4 things that helped me to scale my business on a personal level. And the first thing is habit. I came back to Bangladesh and I had a lot of bad habits. I used to smoke, I used to sleep late night. I fixed my habits. I fixed being part of unnecessary conversations. I started reading the news every day. And so when you start fixing your habit, you start changing your life. And the second thing after habit is think of the world inside out rather than outside in. Social media makes us, even all of you, to look at the world outside in. You always feel like you're in a stadium or you're in a concert, everyone's looking at you. But it's important to understand the world is inside out. Only when you think that you can make changes in your life, you have to think inside out, you can start making positive changes in your life. These are all general things, and I've been following these things since I came back to Bangladesh. Always taking the right information. You know, nowadays we are having so much information on Facebook and LinkedIn and whatnot. It's very easy to be misinformed. At the same time, you can't be underinformed. So whatever information you take in, make sure you selectively take in information. Information is brain food. So whatever information we take in is our output. And finally is learn new things every day. I always ask myself, am I part of the future? Am I learning new things? Or am I someone from the past? And if you learn one new thing every day, it helps you make new changes. It helps you make a change to yourself, to your society. So these 4 things, I'll just repeat one more time. I fix my habit. I think of the world as inside out rather than outside in. I always take in the right information. I don't have to take in all the information in the world. And I try to learn new things every day. And you know, if you start following these 4 or 5 things that you can even decide by yourself what you want to follow, the process of developing yourself is success by itself. I think I'm out of time. If I can speak more later on, if that's fine. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for the technical glitch. I'm not used to it. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tanzim Choudhury, for your inspirational and informative speech. Thank you so much. To know more about this power sector, now we have as our speaker, our honorable speaker, Mr. Mishal Karim, Chairman and Managing Director, Direct Solar and Fisheries Limited. Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Mishal Karim.
Hello everyone. I'm the guy who gets to go after these two wonderful speakers, so I hope I can keep you entertained. So first of all, thank you, Jago and Corvi, Ambreen Murali. Thank you for this opportunity. It's an honor to stand here and speak to you. It's wonderful to see so many young people attend a conference like this. And which one? Okay. And just before I start my presentation, I just want to say, attending conferences like this,
there is over 2.83 million.
Listening to people like Wendy, Tanzim, and all their experience will definitely set you in good stead for the future. Wendy addressed things for women in the group. Let me address something for those of you who want to be successful, meaning you're at a juncture in your life where you have to make some choices. Choices in which career, which sector, which company. Choose wisely. As Tanzim said, be informed. Think of a moving target. Where do you have to shoot? You can't shoot where the target is. You have to shoot where the target's going to be. Pick sectors and spaces and companies that resemble the future, because that's where the growth is. Now, this is easier said than done. You have to have a lot of information, look at what's happening, and somewhat predict what's going to happen. And then focus on those sectors and those companies. Now I'm going to circle back because I view renewable energy and especially the solar space in Bangladesh as an absolute representation of the future and a huge potential going forward. So let me talk to you a little bit about myself. I'm what you call a serial entrepreneur. I've been in business since I was 17 years old. I have interests across agriculture, technology, restaurants, digital marketing, but today I'm here to talk to you about my latest venture, which is called Direct Solar Fisheries Limited. It's what you call a solar ecosystem company. So we are investing in solar power generation, but this company is the company that facilitates solar companies to be able to do solar in Bangladesh. It also solves a problem. There's a reason why I decided to establish this company. Bangladesh was struggling to get solar off the ground because of land scarcity. So this company actually helps with solving the problem. So I think now I'll start with the presentation. So just circling back to what Tanzim was saying, this is what a power generation looks like. So most of you have seen power plants, but for those of you who haven't, think of a generator. It's a big generator. And fossil fuels go into that generator, power is produced, and it's delivered to your homes. But all of this requires a few things for the country. Fossil fuels require depleting the Earth's natural resources. It often requires Bangladesh sending millions of dollars abroad to buy those fossil fuels to power the country. But as Tanzim also said, it's essential. So what's the upside of clean energy? Clean energy, renewable energy, is obviously the best form of energy from a planet perspective because It doesn't emit carbon. It's good. There's no pollution, and the input is free. Solar requires the sun to shine. As long as the sun shines, there'll be solar power. So the world is trying its best to shift as much towards renewable energy as possible. And for Bangladesh, solar is the most viable form of renewable energy for the time being. So focusing to shifting our power usage coming from renewable sources is important, not just for the government, not just for the country, for everybody. Keeping our environment in mind in particular. So our Honorable Prime Minister pledged that by 2020, 10% of Bangladesh's energy will come from renewable sources. Currently, we are far behind that target. There have been some issues getting solar off the ground in Bangladesh, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to get into this space, to try and help solve those problems and help solar take off. It's not just me, there are many wonderful entrepreneurs in the space trying the same thing. You can see from the power mix, you've got HFO, you've got gas, and gas is
হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আশা করি সবাই ভালো আছেন এবং আমাদের সাথে লাইভে কানেক্টেড আছেন। আমি খন্দকার নাসিব আক্তার, ঢাকা ভলান্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশের ন্যাশনাল ডিস্ট্রিক্টের জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি। আমার সাথে এখানে আছে নাফিয়া এবং আশিক। আমরা কিছু আমাদের এনওয়াইএ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে আজকে এখানে সবার সাথে শেয়ার করতে এসেছি। এনওয়াইএ আসলে আমাদের বাংলাদেশের সব ইউথদের জন্য বিশাল একটি বড় প্ল্যাটফর্ম, যেখানে অল ওভার বাংলাদেশ এত ডিস্ট্রিক্ট থেকে এত মানুষ এক জায়গায় হয়ে 4 দিন ধরে বিভিন্ন টপিকে ওয়ার্কশপ হয়, বিভিন্ন ধরনের ডিসকাশনস হয়, বিভিন্ন ধরনের নেটওয়ার্কিং হয়, যেটা আসলে অন্য কোনোভাবে পাওয়া যায় না। সো আমি একটু নাফিয়া এবং আশিকের সাথে এখন কথা বলবো এনওয়াইএ, ওদের এনওয়াইএ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে। নাফিয়া, হোয়াট ইজ এনওয়াইএ টু ইউ? ফার্স্টে যদি শুনতে চাই যে এনওয়াইএ তোমার কাছে কি?
আমি যদি বলতে চাই যে এনওয়াইএ আমার কাছে কি, তবে আমি এটাই বলবো যে এনওয়াইএ আমার কাছে একটা স্বপ্ন। সেই স্বপ্ন যেটা আমরা দেখেছিলাম 2011 সালে যখন প্রথম আমি ভলান্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশের সাথে কাজ করা শুরু করি অ্যাজ এ ভলান্টিয়ার। তখন আমরা চিন্তা করতাম যে এমন যদি কখনো হয় যে আমরা যতগুলো ডিস্ট্রিক্টে ভলান্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশ কাজ করছি, সেই সব সেই সব ভলান্টিয়ার্সগুলো যদি আমরা একসাথে কোনো প্রোগ্রাম করতে পারতাম, কিছু ট্রেনিং সেশন করতে পারতাম বা কোনো গ্রুমিং সেশন হতো, তাহলে কতটা ভালো হতো। এবং ওই সময় আমাদের ভিভিডি ম্যানেজমেন্টে যারা ছিলেন, আমরা তাদেরকে প্রায় এটা বলতামও যে ভাইয়া, এটা কি কখনো সম্ভব হবে না যে আমরা সব ডিস্ট্রিক্টের বোর্ড মেম্বার্সরা এবং কমিটি মেম্বার্সরা একসাথে কোনো সময় একটা কাজ করব বা একটা প্রোগ্রাম করব। তো ভাইয়ারা বলতেন যে ইনশাল্লাহ একদিন হবে। তো 2017 সালে প্রথম আমি ন্যাশনাল ইউথ অ্যাসেম্বলি জয়েন করি। আমি অ্যাজ এ গ্রুপ লিডার ওখানে আমি আমার রোল প্লে করেছিলাম। তো তখন মনে হয়েছিল যে হ্যাঁ, স্বপ্নটা পূরণ হয়েছে। আমরা যে স্বপ্নটা 6 বছর ধরে বা আমরা যখন থেকে ভিভিডিতে কাজ করছি, আমরা যে স্বপ্নটা দেখে আসতাম যে একদিন আমরা একই ছাদের নিচে আমাদের 30টা বা 32টা ডিস্ট্রিক্টের এতগুলো বোর্ড মেম্বার্স, কমিটি মেম্বার্স এবং জেনারেল ভলান্টিয়ার্স আমরা একসাথে এতগুলো সেশন করছি, এতগুলো ট্রেনিং প্রোগ্রামস হচ্ছে আমাদের। তো ফাইনালি ইয়েস, উই ডিড ইট। এবং অ্যাজ এ গ্রুপ লিডার আমার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স বলতে গেলে বলবো যে এটা অসাধারণ। এটা শুধু আমাদের লিডারশিপ স্কিলটাকে বিল্ড আপ করে না, আমাদের কিছু ইনার স্কিলস থাকে যেগুলো হয়তো আমরা অনেকেই ফাইন্ড আউট করতে পারি না, হয়তো বা এক্স্যাক্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম পাই না বা গাইডলাইন পাই না। এনওয়াইএ এক্স্যাক্টলি আমাদেরকে সেই প্ল্যাটফর্মটা দিচ্ছে, আমাদেরকে সেই গাইডলাইন্সগুলো প্রোভাইড করছে, যেটা থেকে আমরা বুঝতে পারছি যে আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি কি করতে চাই বা আমরা আমাদের ক্যারিয়ারটাকে বা আমরা আমাদের নেক্সটে আমাদের ডিস্ট্রিক্ট এবং ডিভিশনগুলোকে আমরা যেভাবে রান করছি, কোন কোন সেক্টরগুলোর ওপরে আমাদের ফোকাস করা উচিত, কিভাবে আমরা আমাদের ইভেন্টগুলো বা প্রোগ্রামসগুলো ডিজাইন করতে পারি, কিভাবে আমরা ইভেন্ট প্রপোজালগুলো রেডি করতে পারি, বা কিভাবে আমরা আমাদের টোটাল টিমটাকে প্রপার লিডারশিপটা দিতে পারি, এই জিনিসগুলো এনওয়াইএ আমাদেরকে প্রতি বছর শিখিয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমি গত 2 বছর গ্রুপ লিডার ছিলাম 2017 এবং 2018-তে। আমি 2019 সালেও একজন গ্রুপ লিডার হিসাবেই এনওয়াইএ অ্যাটেন্ড করছি এবং আই এম রিয়েলি লাকি যে পরপর 3বার এই অপরচুনিটি ভলেন্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশ আমাকে দিয়েছে এবং আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি জানি যে হ্যাঁ আমি কি নিয়ে গেছি এখান থেকে এবং আমি জানি যে আমি আগামীতে আসলে কি করতে পারবো এবং এই এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আমার কোথায় কোথায় কাজে লাগছে এটা আসলে এতটুকু সময়ে বুঝে বলা মুশকিল হবে একটু, বাট এনওয়াইএ ইজ সামথিং বিগার টু মি। মানে এটা শুধু এক কথায় বলার মতন কোনো বিষয় না যদি আমরা বলতে চাই। তো এটা আসলে মানে যে কোনো ভলেন্টিয়ার যারা আমরা সোশ্যাল ওয়ার্ক করি, যারা আমরা ভলেন্টিয়ার্সরা আমাদের ডিস্ট্রিক্টের জন্য দিনরাত কাজ করছি, আমরা চাচ্ছি আমাদের কান্ট্রির জন্য এবং আমাদের সোসাইটির জন্য কিছু করতে, তারা এখানে এসে যে গ্রুমিংটা যে হচ্ছে তাদের, এটা আসলে তাদের জন্য একটা মানে অনেক বড় ব্লেসিংস আমার কাছে মনে হয়। যে তারা অনেক কিছু চিন্তা করার কিন্তু প্রপার হয়তো মানে বুঝে উঠতে পারে না যে কীভাবে করলে ভালো হয়। এখানে এসে তারা আমাদের যে স্পিকার্সরা আছে, আমাদের যে এবারও আমাদের অলমোস্ট 40+ স্পিকার্স এখানে ডিফারেন্ট সেশন কন্ডাক্ট করছে, এই যে তারা ইন্সপায়ার হচ্ছে আমাদের এইসব রোল মডেলগুলোকে দেখে, আমাদের দেশের যে মানে এত সাকসেসফুল পিপলরা যারা এখানে এসে স্টেজে তাদেরকে সেশনগুলো নিচ্ছে এবং তাদের সাথে কথা বলছে, তাদের ফিডব্যাকগুলো শুনছে, তাদেরকে কিছু বলার স্কোপ দিচ্ছে, এই যে তারা যে এক্সপিরিয়েন্সগুলো নিয়ে যাচ্ছে, আমি মনে করি আগামীতে এটা তাদের জন্য একটা অনেক বড় ব্লেসিংস হিসাবে কাজ করবে যখন তারা তাদের ডিস্ট্রিক্টে তাদের ভলেন্টিয়ারদের সাথে কাজ করতে যাবে। আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এনওয়াইএ মানে এইটাই যেটা আমাদেরকে প্রতি মুহূর্ত তৈরি করছে এবং আশা করি আগামী বছরগুলো তো এইভাবেই আমাদেরকে তৈরি করে যাবে আমাদের ফিউচারের প্ল্যানিংগুলো সাকসেসফুল করার জন্য। থ্যাংক ইউ নাসিফ।
থ্যাংক ইউ নাফিয়া। আমরা কথা বলছিলাম নাফিয়ার সাথে। নাফিয়া গত 3বার অ্যাজ এ গ্রুপ লিডার হিসেবে এনওয়াইএতে জয়েন করছে আমাদের সাথে। এরপরে আমরা যার সাথে কথা বলবো সেটা হচ্ছে আশিক, অ্যান্ড আশিকের মনে হয় এবারই ফার্স্ট টাইম গ্রুপ লিডার হিসাবে। আশিক এর আগে আমাদের এনওয়াই জয়েন করেছিল, বাট তখন জয়েন করেছিল ডেলিগেট হিসাবে। সো ফ্রম বিং আ ডেলিগেট টু বিকামিং আ গ্রুপ লিডার অ্যান্ড অ্যাটেন্ডিং এনওয়াইএ ফর 3 কনজিকিউটিভ টাইমস, পরপর 3বার অ্যাটেন্ড করে কেমন লাগছে আশিকের, আমরা একটু আশিকের কাছ থেকে শুনবো।
ধন্যবাদ নাসিফ ভাইয়া। আসলে সর্বপ্রথম একটা কথা শেয়ার করতে চাই যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এনওয়াইএ আমার কাছে একটা মুভমেন্টের মতো। কিছু সোশ্যাল মুভমেন্ট থাকে যেটা মানে সোসাইটিকে চেঞ্জ করে, বাট আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এনওয়াই হচ্ছে একটা ন্যাশনাল মুভমেন্ট। এতগুলো ইউথকে একসাথে এঙ্গেজ করা এবং এঙ্গেজ করানো জাস্ট তাদেরকে রেসিডেন্সিয়াল একটা প্রোগ্রামে রাখা 4 days লং, তাদেরকে রেসিডেন্সিয়াল যতগুলো মানে প্রোগ্রাম এবং লিডারশিপ ট্রেনিং অ্যান্ড আদার্স যে ট্রেনিংগুলো আছে, এই ট্রেনিংগুলো দিয়ে তাদের স্কিল ডেভেলপমেন্ট করা, আই থিঙ্ক এটা একটা পুরো কান্ট্রি ওয়াইড একটা মুভমেন্টের মতো। আমি যখন 17-এ এনওয়াইতে আসি, তার আগে বলতে গেলে আমি ভিভিডি ময়মনসিং থেকে এসেছি, তো ওইভাবে ভিভিডি ময়মনসিংয়ে কোনো কাজ ছিল না। অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা যেটা দেখতাম, আমরা শুধুমাত্র এসডিজির নাম শুনতাম, সাস্টেনেবল ডেভেলপমেন্ট গোলস হিসেবে যে 17টা গোল আছে, জাস্ট নামগুলো জানতাম, বাট অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটার ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশনটা কীভাবে হবে এবং ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশনটা কীভাবে করা যায়, প্রজেক্ট ডিজাইনিংটা কীভাবে করা যায় এবং একটা প্রজেক্ট কীভাবে ফান্ডিং করা যায়, এই বিষয়গুলো কিন্তু আমরা আসলে ভাবে জানতাম না। বাট 17-এ যখন আমরা এনওয়াইতে অ্যাটেন্ড করলাম, আমার কাছে মনে হলো যে এটা একটা পরশ পাথরের মতন, অ্যাজ ইফ এটা আমাকে টাচ করলো অ্যান্ড যাওয়ার পরে একটা বুম। লাইক 17-এ যখন আমি ডিস্ট্রিক্টে ফিরে গেলাম, যাওয়ার পরে হোল ইয়ারে আমরা মোটামুটি এসডিজি 11 গোলস অ্যাটাচ করে আমরা মোটামুটি প্রায় 30 প্রোগ্রামস করলাম। এবং 18-এ যখন আমি এনওয়াই আবার অ্যাটেন্ড করলাম, তখন ছিল 144 ডেলিগেটস অ্যান্ড বোর্ড মেম্বারদের নিয়ে তখন এনওয়াই হতো। সো আমি একজন প্রাউড ডেলিগেট ছিলাম অ্যান্ড আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে যে এটা আমাকে আরও বুস্ট আপ করেছে। লাইক একটা ব্যাটারি যেরকম রিচার্জ হয়, আগেরবার যখন এসেছিলাম আমি কিছুটা চার্জ নিয়ে গিয়েছিলাম, আর 2018-এ আই ওয়াজ মোর রিচার্জড। অ্যান্ড আমার কাছে গত 1 বছরে 2018 যে ইয়ারটা, এটা পুরো একটা স্বপ্নের মতন গিয়েছে। কারণ 2018-এ ভিভিডি ময়মনসিং মোট 34টা প্রজেক্ট করেছে এবং এই 34টা প্রজেক্ট অলমোস্ট 13টা এসডিজি গোলকে কভার করেছে। অ্যান্ড আমরা এই কথাটা বলতে পারি যে আমরা এসডিজি গোলের যে কাজগুলো মানে করতে পারছি, এটা ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে আমি যদি বলি যেই ট্রেনিংটা সবচেয়ে বড় আমাদেরকে সাপোর্ট দিয়েছে এবং আমাদেরকে এনার্জি জুগিয়েছে, সেটা হচ্ছে ন্যাশনাল ইউথ অ্যাসেম্বলি। ন্যাশনাল ইউথ অ্যাসেম্বলি ছাড়া সেটা আর কিছুই না। আরেকটা বিষয়, আসলে জাগো ফাউন্ডেশন অ্যান্ড ভলান্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশ অ্যাকচুয়ালি বাংলাদেশে কী করছে, এটা কিন্তু আমরা সার্টেন কয়েকজন মানুষজন ছাড়া এটা জানতাম না। তো এটা জানানো দরকার ছিল। আমার মনে হয় যে এনওআই ইজ দ্য বিগেস্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম টু লেট দ্য পিপল নো হোয়াট জাগো ফাউন্ডেশন ইজ অ্যান্ড হোয়াট ভিভিডি মাইমিন্স হোয়াট ভলান্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশ ইজ। অ্যাকচুয়ালি গতকালকে যখন করভি ভাই জাগো ফাউন্ডেশনের যেই রায়বাজার যে স্কুলের চিলড্রেনদেরকে স্টেজে উঠাচ্ছিল, মানে আই ওয়াজ ফিলিং লাইক যে আমি টিউশন করাই আর আমার স্টুডেন্ট যখন মেডিকেল বা ভার্সিটিতে চান্স পায় আমার কি ফিলিংটা হয়। আর করভি ভাই হচ্ছে এদের বাবার মতন, যিনি এদেরকে ছোট থেকে বড় করে এই পর্যন্ত এনেছেন, অ্যান্ড তারা তাদের ড্রিম আজকে আমাদের কাছে শেয়ার করছে। অ্যান্ড আমি মনে করি যে আমরা যখন এসএসসি পাশ করার পরে আমরা যখন দেখলাম যে মানে আমাদের ইন্টার পড়তে হবে, আমাদের এইমটা ছিল কিন্তু এরকম যে একটা কলেজে চান্স পেতে হবে ফার্স্টে, যেটাই হোক একটা কলেজে যেতে হবে। বাট তাদের চিন্তা ভাবনা কি যে আমরা বিজনেসম্যান হতে চাই বা আমরা লয়ার হতে চাই, আমরা ডক্টর ইঞ্জিনিয়ার এগুলো হতে চাই, দিস সর্ট অফ থিংস। এবং এদের মধ্যে একজন দেখছি যে ইউএসএতে 100% স্কলারশিপ নিয়ে পড়তে যাচ্ছে। সো এই যে একটা বিগেস্ট চেঞ্জ, এই বিগেস্ট চেঞ্জটা পুরো বাংলাদেশে ছড়িয়ে দেওয়ার জন্য আমি মনে করি যে এনওআই ইজ দ্য বিগেস্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম। কারণ আজকে 500 ডেলিগেটস, আমি এখন যদি এখানে 64টা জেলার নাম বলি, আমি মনে করি যে 64টা জেলার প্রত্যেকটা জেলা থেকে এখানে মানুষ আছে, নট ইভেন ফ্রম বাংলাদেশ। উই হ্যাভ ডেলিগেটস ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়া, আফগানিস্তান, ভিয়েতনাম, পাকিস্তান অ্যান্ড আদার কান্ট্রিজ। সো তারা আমাদের এখানে ডেলিগেট হিসেবে এসেছে, অ্যান্ড পুরো বাংলাদেশ আমাদের এখানে ডেলিগেট হিসেবে এসেছে, অ্যান্ড আমরা তাদেরকে গ্রুপের হিসেবে লিড দিচ্ছি। অ্যান্ড এনওআই ন্যাশনাল ইউথ অ্যাসেম্বলি তাদেরকে সেই প্ল্যাটফর্মটা করে দিচ্ছে যে পুরো এসডিজির যে বিষয়গুলো এবং স্কিল ডেভেলপমেন্ট, লিডারশিপ ট্রেনিং, প্রজেক্ট ডিজাইনিং, ফান্ডিং, এই বিষয়গুলো তাদেরকে শেখানো হচ্ছে। আই থিঙ্ক যে ইনশাল্লাহ আগামী নেক্সট 10 or 15 ইয়ার্সে এটা বাংলাদেশের সবচেয়ে বড় আন্দোলনে পরিণত হবে। অ্যান্ড হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট, অ্যান্ড এনওআই উইল বি দ্য বিগেস্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম, বিগেস্ট ইউথ প্ল্যাটফর্ম ইন বাংলাদেশ। থ্যাংক ইউ আসিফ ভাইয়া।
থ্যাংক ইউ আশিক। আমাদের আসলে ভলান্টিয়ার ফর বাংলাদেশ বলেন বা জাগো ফাউন্ডেশন বলেন, আমাদের আসলে একটাই মোটিভ যে আমরা আমাদের দেশের উন্নয়নের জন্য এবং দেশকে আগে নিয়ে যাওয়ার জন্য যেসব কাজ করা যায় সেগুলো ধরনের আমরা আসলে কাজ করে থাকি। আপনারা তো সবাই শুনলেন আমাদের দুজনের গ্রুপ লিডার কাছ থেকে এই বছরে যে তাদের এনওয়াই এর নিয়ে কি এক্সপিরিয়েন্স এবং এই বছর কেমন লাগছে, মানে পরপর 3 বার এসে তাদের এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটা কি। তো আশা করি আপনাদের সাথে সবার সাথে আবার কথা বলবো লাইভে এসে টু শেয়ার সবার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আপনাদের সাথে। ফর নাও, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
The government has 2 options: HFO power plant, power generation, and solar, and it costs me the same. So which one would you choose? Would you choose the one that causes pollution, the one that requires buying fossil fuels from outside, or would you choose the one that requires the sun to shine? Well, in our case also fish production and jobs created locally. Of course you choose the renewable option if it costs the same. So it's definitely one of the most exciting things about this company is that if we're successful and we can show the way and other people follow and solar fisheries takes off, we will slowly shift things more towards renewable, and that's important to me because that not only helps Bangladesh, it helps the world. Again, so I mean, just drilling down a little bit on what Direct Solar does, we basically help de-risk solar deals for international solar companies. When we say land aggregation, that's one of the most complex things. It's one of the most complex parts of a solar project, getting the land. So I have another company called Direct Fresh Limited, which is involved in agriculture, so we have a lot of experience with organizing farmers groups. So we brought that expertise into this company, so we're able to handle communities. And the fact that we're offering jobs after this project, not only money for the land acquisition, but then a job with the fisheries itself, has been a central and key aspect to why we're going to be successful. Versus a lot of other solar projects have had land acquisition issues. So that's our sort of secret to success. SDG, because our project, it generates electricity, so that's good, it's renewable energy, and we produce a lot of fish, which is food security for the country. So in every way, shape, or form, I'm very passionate about the company and what we're striving to achieve. Power, now circling back to just general stuff. Power sector, we're always going to need power. So I'm at the rate Bangladesh is growing, mashallah, we're a tiger economy. We're on everybody's radar as one of the fastest growing economies of the world, one of the best. And you know what? You guys should, you guys should also be proud of that fact that you're from a country that the whole world is going to be noticing over the last 5 years because of how well we're performing as a country, as an economy. I've just been told my time's up, so I'm going to have to cut it there. If this sounds like the future and the type of future you want to see happen, then be part of the process of building that future. How often can you work for a sector that is literally paving the way for a better future? A better Bangladesh, a better world. That's my close.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michel Karim, for your interactive session, for your informative session. Since we are having a packed schedule, we are very sorry we cannot conduct the question and answer session for power sector now, but let me give you another big opportunity. You can get our speakers during the lunch and you can have one-to-one communication with them and you can get your questions answers. So now, this is a call from IFC. I told you there is a surprise and a good news. Remember? So since this call is from IFC, I would like to call upon the podium Ms. Wendy Werner to come upon and say briefly what IFC has to offer towards us. Let's give a big hand for Ms. Wendy and IFC.
Great. Thank you so much. I am sorry that we didn't get time for questions, but you know, do talk to each one of us about some of these power and energy points. We actually covered a lot, so you guys got like about 3 months worth of working in a power company in the last hour, so congratulations. So I didn't talk too much about IFC, but I work for the International Finance Corporation. It's part of the World Bank Group. It's the private sector part of the World Bank Group. We do direct investments. As Tanzim mentioned, we invest in Omera, for example, but in many other businesses here in Bangladesh as well. And we also provide extensive advisory services because we believe in developing the private sector in order to do all of these things that we're talking about today, how to protect the environment, how to make sure that people have better jobs, how to make Bangladesh more competitive, and how to make sure that we are achieving the development goals for people. So IFC is all about using the private sector for development opportunities. And we're very pleased and honored that we have been able to do, we're doing 2 internships for some of you in our office here in Dhaka during the summer. Now these internships, it's a bit new. We don't do too many internships. We have around 70 people who work in our office, but we don't often take people who are straight out of university. We usually are using experienced professionals in many of the work. But we wanted to take the opportunity to find a few people that are going to give us new ideas. And our interns will work in particular teams, either focused on some of the investment and advisory type of work, also on looking at communications and telling a little bit more of our story or the impact that we can make and have made in Bangladesh and also in South Asia. We're a very international organization. We have a number of different nationalities in our office in Dhaka, but more often even we have those who are coming in very, very frequently from across Asia and even in our headquarters in Washington. So we're very pleased that we have now chosen 2 of you who will come join the IFC office for a couple months in the summer, and I'm really excited to announce that Nakshatra Noor will join us as an intern. Please come on up, Nakshatra. Come on up. And our second intern in the summer will be Redwan Hussain Shovan. Redwan? excited that Nakshatra and Redwan will be joining us in the summer, and I really encourage all of you to think broadly about the ideas that we put forward in this session and to come talk to us later. So congratulations and thank you so much. All right, thank you. All right.
Congratulations to the interns, and yes, thank you so much, IFC. Thank you so much, Mr. Tanzim and Mr. Mishal Karim. And I really don't want to miss the opportunity to put our token of honor towards our speakers. So now I'd like to call upon the stage Mr. Corby Rakshan to hand over the token of honor to our honorable speakers. Let's give a big hand. Warner. We're handing over the token of honor to Miss Wendy Warner, and none other than Mr. Corby Rakshan is here. Next, we'd like to put the token of honor to Mr. Mishal Karim. Let's give another big round of applause for Mr. Mishal Karim. Yes, last but not the least, our honorable speaker, Mr. Tanzim Chaudhary is here, and we are really, really glad to put our token of honor to Mr. Tanzim Chaudhary. We are putting an end to our Powering Bangladesh session. Thank you so much to our honorable guest speakers. Thank you so much. সেশনটা কেমন লাগলো? আমি একটু ফিডব্যাক চাই। Energizing, refreshing, and definitely recharging, right? পাওয়ারের সাথে রিচার্জের তো সম্পর্ক থাকাই উচিত। Alright, so এবার যে সেশনটায় আমরা যাচ্ছি সেটা is going to be very exciting. আমি নিজে অনেক বেশি thrilled thinking about that session, and সেশনটার নাম হচ্ছে Road and Safety, Safe Roads, Save Lives. And guess whom do we have as our speakers? Any guesses who can be here? Who? Yes, the real life superhero, the hero without a cape. Jini kina screen eo hero ebong off screen eo hero. Let's give a big hand for Mr. Ilyas Kanchon, founder and chairman of Nirapod Sorok Chai. আরেকবার করতালি হয়ে যাক আমাদের সুপারহিরোর জন্য। স্পিকার হিসেবে আরো থাকছেন আমাদের সাথে জনাব এস.এম. আজাদ, অর্গানাইজিং সেক্রেটারি নিরাপদ সড়ক চাই। Let's give another round of applause for Mr. S.M. Azad. And yes, next who? The lifestyle changer of Bangladesh, Uber. Uber আমাদের লাইফটাকে অনেক চেঞ্জ করেছে না? Uber Bangladesh আসার পর। Yes, so we have Mr. Qazi Zulkarnain, country lead Uber Bangladesh. Let's give a big hand for Mr. Qazi Zulkarnain. All right, এখানে বাইক আছে কার কার একটু হাতগুলো দেখি। So many bikers. আর এখন লাইক আমরা সবাই তো রাইড শেয়ারিং অ্যাপগুলোর জন্য বাইকে কম বেশি চড়ি, তাই না? চড়ি না? চড়ি। সুজুকির বাইকের ফ্যান কারা কারা আছেন? Woo! All right, so we have Mr. Sean Hakim, Managing Director, Rancon Motorbikes Limited. Can we have on the stage